Kate Williams.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Jennifer, I loved your speech. I think speech number 7 is a turning point for speakers because up to that point you're given specific tasks, and of course we know the speeches build on themselves. But specifically with speech number 7, you're given the charge of doing a research project, which obviously was very clear to us that you did, but also to incorporate the things that you have learned up to this point in the presentation itself. I thought you did that very well. One of the things it says in the evaluation guide is to incorporate things that you've learned in previous projects about purpose, organization, word usage, body language, and vocal variety, as well as use appropriate suggestions from your past evaluations. Well, I saw all those things present in this speech. I thought you did a great job with it. One of the things I really admire about you is your smoothness. You have a very gracious air about you, and that's one of your strengths. I'll kind of divide what I'm going to say in the next minute or two into 3 broad areas, one of which is the technique itself that you've used. One of the things you were supposed to do was use a combination of different types of information. You gave us historical information, you gave us how-to information, you also gave us visual aids that sometimes the old saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, is certainly true, and especially in this case, because intellectually, you know, okay, landscape architect, well, we sort of knew what that was, but you gave us much more flavor tonight of what that really was and what your job involved. I thought you did a great job as far as credibility, very nice professional dress, which of course added to the professional presentation. You had very good structure also. And I think, for myself anyway, that's an important aspect of putting together a good presentation so that we can follow from point A to point B. I do have a couple of gifts for you. And because this is your 7th speech, and because we don't have any guests tonight, I'm going to be a little pickier than maybe what I would otherwise have been. I'm going to suggest that you not do what I call funky things with your legs. This, sometimes, you didn't do it a lot, but I caught you at least once, and you'll see it when you look at the video. Also, oddly, you did this. I don't know, you probably weren't aware that you were doing it. You stood for a long time with your heel up in the air. And I just got kind of tickled at it. I bet you didn't even realize you were doing it. The final thing that I would suggest is that you start watching your time earlier. I noticed you did when it hit red, but if you had perhaps observed a little earlier and seen the yellow and the green, it might have helped you to close just a little bit quicker. Great speech, and I look forward to speech number 8 from you.
Evaluating before. All these evaluators are erudite. So I'm going to suggest that they try to use the word of the day as they evaluate. And now to evaluate Rich Montevango's speech, please help me welcome Sonia Doyle.